Hey, Stef. It's February. No, it's not. It's March. A little late with this one, but late is better than never. You busy? You're busy. You're very busy, which is a good thing. A lot of restructuring as well going on, which is great. I think March is going to be a great month for you. It's also your birthday month. You're turning 33 on the 20th. But we'll chat about that a little later. So the topic of this video is about social media and the battles that I'm facing with social media. So I've had my fair share of mental battles when it comes to social media, from unhealthy comparisons with my peers to the constant need to maintain a relationship with my audience, plus the overwhelming feeling of creating content on a daily basis. So in this video, I want to try and break down what that means for me and what that looks like, and then perhaps put things forward to you, the audience, to comment down below, and let's start a discussion about this, because I'd love to expand my knowledge about what is happening. Now, just as a little disclaimer, this is not medical advice. This is purely me talking through some of the things that are going on in my head. And like I said, hopefully we can create a discussion around it. But let's get straight into it. Now, I have always felt this need to remain relevant. I think in the entertainment industry, there is a saying that goes around that there are 5 stages to this industry. There's the who is Stefan Erasmus? Get me Stefan Erasmus. Get me someone who looks like Stefan Erasmus. Get me a younger version of Stefan Erasmus. Who's Stefan Erasmus? Now, yes, it's an oversimplification of everything, but it does give you a general idea of how things tend to work. It's interesting when you receive a brief where you are the reference pic for the brief, a movie or an ad that you've done before, and then suddenly it's just your face, but they're casting you, and then you're just like, but guys, you can get me if you just ask. Like, it's a weird thing. But anyway. I find that social media can be a very helpful tool to remain relevant, to remain on the tips of people's tongues. Something that we always try and do is, like, we try and remain in conversation as actors. You're trying to when the writer is writing the story, you're trying to get them to envision you in it while they're writing it. Or when the producers are starting to think about casting, you want to remain relevant in that conversation. You want to kind of be in the room while they're deciding which actors they want to see for auditions. And social media can help with that. I guarantee you it's more beneficial that, you are, that a producer likes your content that you put out, so that they give you a shot for the audition, or the casting directors know, oh wow, yes, I remember seeing that actor online once, let's just get them in for an audition. That can only be beneficial to your career as an actor. But on the flip side of that, I am sure a lot of content creators out there have felt the overwhelming pressure and the amount of time and energy that goes into producing content on a regular basis. It does require an incredible amount of focus, an incredible amount of technical skills, and that can be exhausting both physically and mentally. Many actors also get a lot of financial income from social media. If you are someone who is not in, the Hollywood sphere of things, and I think it's important to note that I'm more referring to actors who are in adverts and TV shows, telenovelas, short films, indie projects, and in theater as well, and on YouTube. I'm more referring to them than I am referring to Hollywood style actors, because they operate on a different tier. I mean, you're getting paid millions per, movie at that point. So a lot of actors will supplement their income with social media, and it's such a great complementary industry as well to be in, because the two of them benefit each other. The more popular you become, the more likely you are to get cast into things, and the more income you end up making. So there's a nice little correlation between the two. And as an actor, I am incredibly grateful to my followers, that have taken the time out of their busy days, their busy lives, to follow the nonsense that I decide to put out on social media. Maybe because they find it interesting or because they find some me as a source of inspiration to them. It's not lost on me. I'm incredibly grateful for that. I think that us as human beings, we rely so heavily on communication of some kind, seeing someone else go through something you're going through, or just being seen or being heard is such a powerful, powerful tool that we all have at our disposal. And social media helps amplify that. But it can be a bit tricky to navigate, especially when you're dealing with abusive relationships within social media, where an audience can overstep a boundary, fans can become obsessive in a way. I think it's important to make that distinction, and this is why some actors do feel the need, or let's say personalities, celebrities, influencers feel the need to take a break from social media. But I don't want to get too much into that, as I think it deserves its own video. I definitely will get into it at some point. But there are many actors out there who don't really engage with social media at all, and I don't know how I feel about that, because there were a couple of posts recently about people taking breaks, and I've taken social media breaks as well. But I feel very weird when a celebrity or an influencer says, you know, hey guys, I'm taking a break from social media for mental health reasons. Also, please follow, like, subscribe. Check me out at 8 p.m. tonight on TV. And here's a link to all the merch online and my online courses. Okay, bye. I can't help but feel a little hypocritical in a way. You know, I'm saying that I'm taking a break from this platform that is causing problems, but hey, guys, keep destroying yourselves on the platform while you consume the content that I put out. I don't know. It's a weird thing happening there, which I find very contradictory in my head. Maybe it's related to burnout. Maybe that's what we're facing more than anything else as creators. I think is more of a burnout. But again, I think that requires a lot more investigation and nuance that I cannot give at this point. But I will be doing a little bit more research, and maybe there's someone in the comments that has some more insight into this or would just like to give an opinion or an experience that they've had. I think this is sort of what I've been dealing with in February. This whole idea of social media as a tool for work, but at the same time, I also need to protect myself mentally from the damage it can cause. You know? Yeah. Steph, I'll see you in March, and I'll see the rest of you in the comments. Cool.